My name is Angela Proctor, and I am a principal assay scientist for Codetta Bio's assay development team.
That's a great question. I was finishing up at a previous role, so I was looking for a new role. And this was actually pre-founding of Codetta, but I talked with the team that was working to get financing for Codetta. I was very excited by the technology and what I saw, and I was brought in at that time to work on some government funding work. And I was fortunate enough to still be here when Codetta formed, and I was hired on as one of the first employees. I am a principal assay scientist for the assay development team here at Codetta Bio, and my daily roles focus on making sure my team has what they need to run through assays. I typically will look through some data that was generated the previous day to design our next experiments, and coordinate with my co-assay scientists to develop the long-term plans for our projects. My favorite things about working at Codetta Bio are the people. I very much enjoy working with the breadth and the variety of talent and individuals that we have. I feel like I'm learning something new every day. They're constantly challenging me to be at my best and be at my most creative. My colleagues make it worth coming to work every single day. I would say being able to simultaneously run nucleic acid and protein-based assays to answer questions that science really hasn't been able to answer on the same platform before. I'm excited for that same platform comparison to try to get information that we just haven't been able to get before.
One of my favorite Codetta memories was earlier this year, we moved our lab to a new location. And while it was a lot of work and it was challenging and it was frustrating at times, we really came together as a team and had some bonding moments as we moved into our new space.
Creative. Envision a way to complete what I did in my graduate work in a much more effective way. I am an avid sewer, primarily quilting, but I have branched out into what I call 3D sewing, which is stuffed animals, etc. Haven't got quite to clothes yet, but I've been sewing for over 20 years, so I spend a lot of my time designing quilts, trying new patterns. Most of them are done for donation, so that takes up a lot of my time outside the lab. And I also very much enjoy watching sports, soccer primarily. So I get a lot of that in, both in person and on television or streaming. I see Codetta Bio making waves in the translational space. I see us with Generation 2 or Generation 3 platforms and assays in 5 years, and really trying to disrupt the space in multi-omic technology. The interactions with my colleagues. We recently had to move our lab to our current location. That was an immense amount of work and immense amount of focus, but it was a really nice bonding experience as we had approximately 2 days to pack the old lab, move to the new lab, and unpack the new lab. So it was great to spend that time with my colleagues, move into our new space that's now our own space, and get things set up for continued functioning.